Hello everybody, this is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com here, and I am so excited for today's Create and Color Challenge 62. Today we're going to be using Calypso Coral, Pool Party Petal Pink, and Evening Evergreen are our 4 colors for this week. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you the card here. This is the card we're going to be making today. I was inspired to make this card and slightly cased it from Simple Stamper on Instagram. I don't know her real name, but I know that it is Simple Stamper. If you're over on Instagram, you can go check her page out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to just scoot that off, making sure it stays in the screen there. Scoot that off to the side and bring in a messy scrap paper. You guys know these are my specialties, and a piece of gray granite that measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Then I'm going to use, oh, I didn't show you the stamps that we're using. Where is it? Here it is. Sorry, you guys. We're going to use this bundle today, the Artfully Layered bundle. It is so much fun. So we're going to use a die that's not currently in here. And then we're going to use this fun little image right here. And then also that thank you sentiment. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to grab, this is the fun little, they look like little hearts, but I think they're supposed to be leaves. We're going to grab that and Whisper White, or basic white craft pad. And I'm just going to stamp a little background on here. Now, you do not need to do the middle because it gets covered up. Whoa! Sorry about that. It gets covered up by our rectangles there. But I'm just going to go ahead and stamp a little background on here. Make it look a little pizzazzy. And we're just about done. Let's see, let's go there and right about there. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let me close this up. Come on, there we go. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I'm going to actually now bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Sorry, you guys, my brain is like, what's it called again? Today, it's not working. All right. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then I've actually got these fun rectangles here that were die cut out using the Stitched Rectangles die set. Okay, so we've got 4 of them here. I'm going to take the Calypso Coral and the Pool Party ones and use the splatters. This is from the Stripes and Splatters mini embossing folders. I'm going to use the splatters on these 2 colors, and I'm just kind of moving them so that they pick up different. Oops, I don't need these. Silly me, I'm not cutting. There we go. So we're using the 1 plate, and then the 4 plate will go on top. So let's go ahead and emboss those. Sorry if the camera shakes a little bit. I have it in a different spot today, so you can also see it in my front view. That's because if you saw my video that went up on Saturday, my camera stand actually went a little bit funky. And so it's a fix for now, but it's not the most perfect fix, which is okay. All right, now I've got the Stripes embossing folder, and I'm going to go ahead and put down my Petal Pink and basic white rectangles. There we go, just making sure both of them get that pattern on there. And let's go ahead and emboss these. All right, so now that those are embossed, while we've got this guy out, I'm going to go ahead and we'll die cut our Evening Evergreen leaf here. So I have got just a piece of Evening Evergreen, and then this is the leaf in the die set. Super pretty, so fun. And now let's bring in, so we've got the 1 plate, then a 2 and a 3. Then we're going to put the cardstock and the die, and then we're going to take another number 3 plate on top. And that is our sandwich for what we need for this. So we'll go ahead and crank that through and grab our image here. Come on, there we go. All right, let me close some drawers so I can throw that piece away and move this guy out of the way. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start assembling everything. So I'm going to bring in that gray granite piece again here. And let me move these out of the way and get that card back in our frame. Then I'm going to use some seal, and I'm actually going to just apply some seal to the back, just a little bit, to the back of that gray granite piece. And then bring in the Evening Evergreen twine. Now this is from that Fan Baker's Twine pack. It is so much fun to work with, and clearly great for more than just those sporty cards. So, because this is not a sporty card, if you couldn't tell already. All right, we've got just a couple of rounds of that on there. Let's snip off the end, And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some more seal to the back of this gray granite piece. And then we'll get that adhered to our card front. Actually, let's go this way. And there we go. I'm going to actually flip it over and press it down there. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this and burnish it with the bone folder. There we go. So we've got that all added, and then I'm going to actually add another bow here with that evening evergreen. Now, hopefully this goes well. You know, when you're on camera, it's always way harder to tie a bow. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but bear with me. I'm not too shabby at making bows, just when I'm on camera. All right, so I'm going to actually turn it this way. And let's see how I do. All right, we've got the knot, one loop, the other loop, and there we go. Actually, that wasn't too bad. It's a little funky looking, but he's not too bad. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, then as I mentioned, we've got all these rectangles here, and these are from the Stitched Rectangle die set. So it's actually on these skinny ones here, it's this second largest one right here is what cut all 4 of those out. And then we can go ahead and I'm just going to put these in order and flip them all over, and then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of each of these. Now I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals because they're going to slightly overlap on each other, and I don't want to create any extra bulkiness or have those dimensionals fight with one another. So let's go ahead and add those. And then I'll start, let's start with the pool party one. Come on. All right, there we go. And then we're just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna tack these down. Then we'll go to the basic white and add this one where it slightly overlaps there. Then let's do Calypso Coral. And again, let's add, well, this one let's have tuck under maybe. Come on, don't stick down yet. There we go. And then last but not least, we'll do our Petal Pink. And Petal Pink, let's see, that one maybe should go under as well. Just like that, super cute. I absolutely love this card. It's so simple and so quick and easy to put together. And I hope you guys like it too, and I hope you like this color challenge. It's a fun one, a little bit of a different scheme here. So I hope you try it out, and if you do try it out, you can actually go ahead and join my Facebook group. The link is in the description box below this video, and you can post your creation there. We love to see it and ooh and ah over everything, so make sure you do that. All right, so I added some liquid glue to the back of our leaf. Then we're just going to go ahead and stick that down. An adhesive sheet would have also worked wonders, but of course I forgot to put one on. So anyway, we're just going to use that liquid glue. Just give that a second to sit while we do our sentiment. So let's bring in this basic white here. Then I'm going to bring in the thank you sentiment and stamp that in Evening Evergreen. And I've just got a piece of basic white here, and we're going to go ahead and I got to get my head in here. There we go. Stamp that down. That looks pretty good. I love the font in this stamp set. Absolutely love it. I think it's just gorgeous. And then let's go ahead. I'm going to bring in my trimmer just to kind of cut this down a little. So let's line this up here so it has a pretty equal margin on the top and bottom. That actually looks pretty dang good. And then I'm going to show you a fun trick. So I'm going to grab my paper snips here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut an angle off. Okay, get rid of that bit there. I'm actually going to bring in my trash can, no judging. And I'm going to open up my paper snips, and I'm going to run my snips along the edge of my sentiment here. So it's going to kind of create like a fun little roughed edge. But the reason I want to do it over my trash can is because it does create little bits of fibers, you know, little paper bits that kind of shave off a dusting. Super fun. So you can kind of see that little fun raised edge there. So let's do it here. And I'll speed this up. Okay, so there we have it. You can see there how cool that looks with that little raised edge. Let's go ahead and flip this over and bring the dimensionals back in. And we're going to go ahead and stick some dimensionals on the back of our sentiment here. And then we will go ahead and add that sentiment. I'm going to make sure it's flush with the edge of my card, not with the edge of the rectangle, because that's skewed. Just like that. And then last but not least, we're going to bring in our embellishments. These again are from that sports suite. I did not do that intentionally, but it really works out, you guys. And so these evening evergreen stars I thought would be so cute to add to our card. So that is it. Look at how quick and easy and fun our card this week for this week's color challenge is. Super easy. I love it so much. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you next week. All right. Bye for now.